KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this Ottawa University Braves sports broadcast and the Superstands Cleaning Service pregame show. Make Superstand your cleaning man for carpet, upholstery, furniture, or tile. Call Superstand's Cleaning Service for a free estimate today at 418-2463. Now for our pregame preview, here's KOFO's Casey Weeder.
Hello everyone and welcome to Ottawa University here in Ottawa, Kansas at the Dick Peters Sports Complex as your Ottawa University Lady Braves softball team takes on Oklahoma Wesleyan University and the Lady Eagles from Bartlesville, Oklahoma. It is senior day. It is also the pink out game for the Lady Braves as they will be wearing their pink jerseys today to go along with their black pants. Oklahoma Wesleyan in the red jerseys and gray pants to go along with the white socks as this is a matchup from last year's KCAC tournament semifinals. And both teams have kind of taken a different road to this season. Ottawa currently sitting in second place in the KCAC. They are 6-2 in conference play, 14-12 overall. Oklahoma Wesleyan at the bottom of the standings currently at 1-7 in the KCAC, 6-21 overall on the year as these teams will renew their rivalry here at Dick Peters Sports Complex. And a beautiful day as it is 69 degrees currently, wind blowing out of the south at 14 miles per hour. There will be increasing clouds as the day goes on. Sun is currently out, but a great crowd here as we will take our first break here on the Superstands Cleaning pregame show. You can listen to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Dad, throw me the ball. No, throw it to me.
Okay, here it comes.
Uh-oh. Dad, will that stain come out of the couch?
Kids, there's only one man that can take care of that stain. Super Stan.
You better call him before Mom gets home.
Already on it.
Playing outdoor games indoors? Not a good idea, but Superstand's Cleaning Service can save the day with hot water extraction to steam clean your carpet, upholstery, even grout and tile. It is a good idea to let Superstand be your cleaning man. Call 785-418-2463.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. The Army National Guard responds to disasters such as wildfires and floods. They protect us with missile defense, cybersecurity, and civilian support teams for chemical, biological, and radiological hazards. Be there for your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Welcome back as we're just a few minutes away from first pitch here in Ottawa, Kansas. The Lady Braves look to take on the Lady Eagles from Oklahoma Wesleyan. Ottawa coming off a 37-16 record from a year ago. They lost in the championship of the KCAC tournament to Tabor as Ottawa actually had to go through the losers bracket after losing in the second round to this Oklahoma Wesleyan team 9-1. Came back and won 4 straight to get to the championship game, beating Oklahoma Wesleyan in the semifinals 2-1. That was the Lady Braves' third game of the day as Oklahoma Wesleyan ended up getting the opportunity to go on to the national tournament as they finished second in the regular season. Ottawa ended up losing to Tabor in that 2-game series and coming up just 1 game short of going to the national tournament after a trip to the NAI World Series just a year ago. We're going to take another break as they are going to do the national anthem here and starting lineups. When we come back, we will do one more break, and then we will get set for action. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Puppies, kids, and Saturday night poker parties can all wreak havoc with your home's floors and furniture. Time to call Superstand's Cleaning Service. Stan knows a thing or two about cleaning spots and stains, because over 40 years in business, he's seen a spot or two. Using hot water extraction steam to clean carpet, upholstery, grout and tile, and VCT towel maintenance, your spots and stains won't stand a chance. Let Stan be your cleaning man. Call 785-418-2463 or on Facebook at Superstand's Cleaning Service.
KOFO is your home for Kansas City Royals baseball in East Central Kansas. Whether it's at the K or away, you can hear all the action in 2019 on 103.7 FM and 1220. Brought to you by our title sponsor, State Farm Insurance Agent Ryan Disbro in Garnett, and our mini game sponsors who make the broadcast possible. We encourage you to visit these fine merchants who know what it means to be always royal. Your sports source and home of the Kansas City Royals in East Central Kansas is KOFO.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Welcome back as we are just about set for action. They're announcing the starting lineups currently. They also had an opportunity to honor Tracy Smith, the Ottawa volleyball and softball coach who actually started the program here at Ottawa as she passed away just a few months ago. A great opportunity for Ottawa to honor her today as we remember Tracy Smith for all that she's done for the Ottawa volleyball and softball program and for the university as a whole. We're going to go ahead and wrap up the pregame show. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and first pitch. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Thank you for listening to the Superstands Cleaning Service pregame show. First pitch is next. Ask any coach. Wishing for a good game is not the best game plan. At home, wishing your carpet and furniture were clean isn't much of a game plan either. Stop wishing. Let Superstand be your cleaning man. Superstand's Cleaning Service at 418-2463. Stan's been making life clean, fresh, and more enjoyable for your friends and neighbors for over 40 years. Kids, pets, unexpected visits from relatives, they all can take a toll on your carpet. Live life clean and fresh. Call Superstand's Cleaning Service today at 418-2463. Let Stan be your cleaning man. 418-2463.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this Ottawa University Brave Sports broadcast on 103.7 FM, 1220, and online at KOFO.com. Brought to you by Sutton's Jewelry, Quality Structures Incorporated, Ransom Memorial Health, Ottawa University, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, and by Kramer Pharmacy, Superstand's Cleaning Service, Kansas State Bank, Constantino's Price Chopper. This OU Brave Sports broadcast is also brought to you by the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Adamson Brothers, Dingle & Son Mortuary, CarStar, C.S. Cunningham Construction, and by the Ottawa Herald and the City of Ottawa. Now let's rejoin KOFO's Casey Weeder.
Welcome back to the Dick Peters Sports Complex as your Ottawa University Lady Brave softball team takes on the Lady Eagles from Oklahoma Wesleyan University. And we will give you the starting lineup for the Lady Braves in left field. And batting first today will be Corey Lacey. Batting second and playing center field will be Sammy Bates. Batting third and playing second base will be Allison Carney. Batting fourth and playing catcher Elena Cott-Lori. Batting sixth and playing right field Savannah Holland. Batting sixth and playing first base Jordan Sarnecki. Batting seventh and playing third base, Alexa Romero. Batting eighth, the designated player, Nicole Pyrick. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Tommy Lynn Hickman. Maddie Brown, number 14, on the mound for the Lady Braves. So going around the horn for Ottawa, left field Lacey, center field Bates, right field Holland. Third base, Romero, shortstop Hickman. Second base, Carney. First base, Sarnecki. In the battery for Ottawa, it'll be Cott-Lori behind the plate and Maddie Brown on the mound for Ottawa to get things started. Ottawa has outscored their opponents 22-13, but they got off to a slow start against Southwestern in Game 1, a loss 15-7 in Game 1. They came back and won Game 2, 2-1 on Wednesday, so a good performance for Ottawa in Game 2, but got behind early in Game 1 and was unable to get back in it. Ottawa in the pink jerseys today with the black pants, black socks with the white stirrups for Oklahoma Wesleyan, red jerseys, gray pants, white socks. And batting first for Oklahoma Wesleyan will be the second baseman, Kaylee Clinton. Clinton, a .388 average, no home runs, 9 RBIs this season, a .429 on-base percentage. As she will face Maddie Brown, the right-hander. First pitch is low and in the dirt. Brown comes in with a .485 ERA, 56 innings pitched, gives up an average of .301, 43 strikeouts this season for Brown. She has a record of 4-4 in 11 games started. 1-0 pitch is going to be hit to third base. Romero quickly up with it. We'll go to first, and we'll get out number 1 for the Lady Braves. So 2 pitches and an out for Ottawa. That ball was hit hard from Clinton, but right at Romero on 1 bounce and 1 out for Oklahoma Wesleyan here in the top of the first. This is a doubleheader here today. They moved the game up. It was supposed to be a 1 o'clock start, and actually first pitch was at 12 o'clock today because of the weather that is expected here to hit around 6 o'clock. It is the clouds will continue to increase throughout the afternoon. As the first pitch to Sophia Cardenas, the center fielder, is inside for ball 1 with the fastball. 1-0 pitch is fouled right over the top of us as the count evens at 1-1. Cardenas, 183 average, no home runs, 6 RBIs, 234 on base percentage for Cardenas. 1-1 pitch coming from Brown. Fastball hit at the second baseman as that will go to Carney, and she's quickly over to first with it, and 2 outs here early in the top of the first. And just 5 pitches, so far from Brown here in the top of the first. And another hard hit ball, but right at Carney, as she's able to flip it over to Sarnecki for the second out. Brown faces Ashley Capps, who takes a changeup outside for ball 1. Capps, a dangerous hitter on this Oklahoma Wesleyan squad. And the 1-0 pitch coming is fouled back into the netting for strike 1. Capps comes into today with a .400 average. No home runs, 2 RBIs, a slugging percentage of over .400. Count it 1-1, 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Brown worked quickly through the first 2 batters, and she will go with a fastball just a little inside for ball 2 as the count goes to 2-1. Ottawa 2 games back currently of Avila. The surprise in the KCAC this season, they sit at 10-0 in conference play. And this one's going to be fouled straight up over the top of us for strike 2, and the count goes even at 2-2. Brown looking to work through a quick first inning here. Oklahoma Wesleyan finished last season losing their last 4. They went into the KCAC tournament as the number 2 seed. Ottawa was the 3. As Capps takes high for ball 3, and the count is full at 3-2. 2 outs here in the first. Brown gets back on the pitcher's plate, gets set. 3-2 pitch on the way is going to be fouled back again as Capps looking to straighten it out. Capps with an on-base percentage at .636. This is only her 9th game played this season, so battling back from an injury. She was the starting pitcher a year ago. Did face, after talking to head coach Jay Camp for Ottawa, said Capps faced 10 batters on Wednesday, and she will take a fastball low and inside for ball 4. So Oklahoma Wesleyan with their first runner of the inning, trying to get a 2-out rally started, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter for the Lady Eagles, which is the pitcher, Talia Salinas. Salinas batting .327, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. She'll show bunt here. First pitch of the at-bat. Capps with a big lead as Salinas swings over the top of it for strike 1. As the count goes to 0-1. Wind blowing out to left field here. So south at 14 currently, but expect some gusts as the afternoon goes on, and Salinas takes a fastball high and fouls it back to the screen. Ottawa with the pink jerseys today, with Ottawa written across the chest in white, outlined in black. Numbers just to the left of Ottawa across the chest. Numbers on the back as well. 0-2 count here to Salinas. Rise ball is high for ball one, and the count goes to 1-2. Cap standing on first base after she took a walk. Salinas again shows bunt. 1-2 count. Pitch from Brown is fouled back again. As the 15th pitch of the inning for Brown. Could have asked for a better day. Temperature at 69 degrees at first pitch. And it's supposed to stay there for most of the afternoon. 1-2 pitch coming for Brown. And this one's going to be hit straight up in the air. Hickman has a read on it at short as she actually runs into the second baseman, Carney, who ends up making the catch. And Ottawa able to force Oklahoma Wesleyan just to get one walk. No runners left on base, no runs, no hits in the top of the first for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Ottawa coming to the plate. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
This is Chase Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. I learned very young being in the funeral business wasn't just a job, it was a way of life. Never dull, sometimes stressful, but always fulfilling. I wanted to be a part of that and carry on the family tradition.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323. Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
Welcome back as Ottawa forces Oklahoma Wesleyan to just earn one walk in the inning. Maddie Brown worked through the first two batters in 5 pitches, then had a battle against both Caps and Salinas. And Ottawa does get out of the inning with no runs and no hits from the Lady Eagles. And up first for Ottawa is going to be Corey Lacey, followed by Sammy Bates and Allison Carney, as they will get things started for Ottawa. Salinas will be on the mound for Oklahoma Wesleyan, as she comes in with a 5.90 ERA in 67 innings pitched, has struck out 31 batters this year, 365 average. As we look at her win-loss record, she sits at 2-8. This is her 17th appearance, 11th game she started, as Corey Lacey looks to step into the batter's box, batting from that left side. Salinas going with the pitcher's mask today. In the outfield and left field will be Hernandez, center field Cardenas, right field Balcom, third base Langley, at short Stone, second Clinton, first base McDonald, and the battery for Oklahoma Wesleyan will be Salinas on the mound, and Smith behind the plate is Corey Lacey. 301 average, no home runs, 9 RBIs for the senior. First pitch from Salinas is in there for strike one. Excuse me, Lacey's a junior from Edmond, Oklahoma. 0-1 pitch from Salinas, and she's going to hit this one to second base. Down to one knee is Clinton, and she'll flip it over to first for out number one on the sharp hit ground ball. So 2 pitches in and out for Salinas here in the bottom of the first inning. As that will bring Sammy Bates, the center fielder, wearing number 23. Also batting from the left side, fastball in there for strike one. Bates, the junior outfielder from Olathe, Kansas. Transfer from Johnson County Community College. 0-1 pitch is a changeup that's going to be roped down the line, and this is going to go for extra bases. She turns for 2. Heading for 3 is Bates, and they're going to keep sending her. She's coming home, and she's going to try and slide. She's going to be tagged out at the plate. As head coach Jay Kent tried to send Bates home for the inside the park home run, but a good throw that came from the second baseman Clinton, and Bates is thrown out at home for out number 2. And the right fielder for Oklahoma Wesleyan, Falcom, had a problem playing it off the fence Ottawa tried to take a gamble, and it was just a good throw from Clinton to get Bates out at the plate. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second as Allison Carney, the second baseman, steps up for Ottawa. Hits from the right side. 0-1 pitch from Salinas is going to be hit up the middle, and this one's going to look like it is going to be hit to the right fielder. Nice job of cutting it off that time by Balcom to hold it to just a single. Looked like it could have gone for extra bases, but instead Balcom cuts it off, and it's just a single. But that's 2 pitches that have been roped out to right field from Ottawa. And that'll bring up the cleanup batter for Ottawa, Elena Cott-Laurie. Laurie, the 5-foot senior catcher from Topeka, Kansas. First pitch changeup is in there for strike 1 from Salinas. The count goes to 0-1. Cott-Laurie, .329, average 2 home runs, 25 RBIs this season. 0-1 pitch is hit right at the third baseman, who makes the catch really out of a defensive, just trying to protect herself, and it's hit right into the glove of Langley. And luckily she had the glove near her face as another hard hit ball from Cott-Laurie. But that'll do it for Ottawa. No runs on 2 hits. We head to the top of the second, tied at 0. You're listening to Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy, your local hometown pharmacy, makes it easy for you to pick up or drop off your prescription during the Legacy Square construction. Park at their designated stalls or near 134 South Main and call 242-0240. They'll bring your prescription right out or pick up your written script.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
Lady Braves with 4 hard-hit balls. Unfortunately, 2 of those were right at Oklahoma Wesleyan defenders. And the other was an attempt for an inside-the-park home run from Bates. And it just really was a good throw from Clinton to gun her down from just a couple steps into the outfield, as she was the cutoff man in that situation. So Oklahoma Wesleyan survives that first inning, and the score is still tied at 0-0. Lady Eagles 6-21 this season, 1-7 in KCAC play. It'll be Smith, Stone, and McDonald for the Lady Eagles here in the top of the second. And again, they will face Maddie Brown. First pitch from Brown, rise ball high for ball 1. Cassidy Smith, the catcher. 208 average, 2 homers, 7 RBIs this year. One 0 pitch from Brown is fouled back. The count goes even at 1-1. Lady Braves 14-12 on the year, 6-2 in KCAC play. They have dropped 1 game to McPherson and 1 game to Southwestern, most recently on Wednesday. Ottawa did get a sweep of Bethany on Monday. This one popped up into short right field. Getting a play on it is the second baseman, Clinton, and she'll catch it for out number 1. That'll bring to the plate Ashley Stone, the shortstop. And Brown doing a good job of mixing in her changeup here early on. Has kind of had Oklahoma Wesleyan fooled, as they have been way out in front of it. Fastball fouled down the third baseline. Is getting in front of it is Stone, the shortstop. The count goes to 0-1. Stone 167 average, no home runs, 10 RBIs. 0-1 pitch, rise ball high for ball 1 from Brown. That is their 21st pitch of the game. Got through the first 2 batters of the first inning in 4 pitches, but then got a battle from the 3 and 4 hitters, which pushed it out to about 17 pitches in that first inning. Fastball again high. Count goes to 2-1. The wind has started to die down just a little bit. Couldn't ask for a better day especially compared to what we've had so far through winter and early spring. 2-1 pitch. This one's fouled over the Ottawa dugout and is going to get out of play. Count evens at 2-2. Ottawa won't see Avila for a few more series. It'll actually be Ottawa's last home series of the year. We have put that on our schedule, so we will bring that to you. Fouled back into the screen. The count remains at 2-2. One out here in the top of the second. We're tied at 0 between Ottawa and Oklahoma Wesleyan. 2-2 pitch coming from Brown. Breaking ball that's just offered at by Stone. Romero not able to come up with it quickly enough, and Stone's going to be safe at first. We'll wait and see if this gets ruled a hit or an error. As Romero really unsure whether she was going to field that straight on or she was going to turn that backhand. Tried to turn the backhand at the last second. Ricochet off her glove. And they are... We'll wait and see what the official scoring is here. So currently nothing listed on the scoreboard. But either way, Oklahoma Wesleyan with another runner on here. Early on in the second inning, just one out for the Eagles here on the top of the second as Emily McDonald, the first baseman, bats from the right side. One-0 pitch from Brown. Fastball hit down the third base line. Romero offers at it, and it's going to be fair as it gets ricocheted into the Ottawa bullpen, and taking third base is going to be Stone in a stand-up double for McDonald, and runners in scoring position here for the Lady Eagles with only one out. And not sure if Romero leaves that one or doesn't make a play on it. It goes foul, but in Romero's situation, really not a whole lot you can do. You got to make an effort at it to keep it from going down the third baseline. Unfortunately, it kicked off her glove and into the Ottawa bullpen. It's down that left field line. Runners on second and third for the Lady Eagles. One out. Brown's pitch is fouled back over the top by Peyton Langley, the third baseman. Langley, one home run, 8 RBIs on the year, 268 average. She's behind in the count at 0-1. No balls, one strike. One out here in the top of the second. Oklahoma Wesleyan threatening. 0-1 pitch is bunted and fouled for strike 2. Runners were going on the pitch. As Langley now in a hole at 0-2. See if Brown tries to work the upper part of the zone, maybe get Langley to chase here on 0-2. 0-2 pitch from Brown. Fastball in there for strike 3 as Langley swings under it for the second out. Big out for Brown. So 2 outs here in the top of the second. Runners still at second and third. That brings up the 9-hitter, Emily Balcom, the right fielder, and she will show bunt. First pitch of the bag coming from Brown. Fastball inside for ball 1. Balcom, 277 average, no home runs, 3 RBIs. 1-0 pitch. Fastball pops straight up in the air, caught Lori. Unable to get there as it slams off the netting in front of us. One of the renovations here over the last couple of years. You've got the netting instead of the chain link. You've got the brick dugouts, which is a major improvement. And then you've got the padding behind home plate. Beautiful renovations that have been done over the last 2 years. 1-1 pitch coming from Brown. Fastball in there for strike 2. And the count goes to 1-2. Looks like the umpire behind the plate thought it was strike 3. And it is 1-2. I was wondering why he was he had that last strike called a little more authority than he's had all afternoon. 1-2 pitch coming from Brown. Rise ball is high for ball 2. And the count goes even at 2-2. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Oklahoma Wesleyan has Stone on third base, McDonald standing on second. Balcom at the plate. 2-2 pitch from Brown. Foul back to the screen. And it'll remain at 2-2. Brown up to 35 pitches here in the top of the second. Balcom showing bunt from the right side. 2-2 pitch coming from Brown. Fastball strike 3 as Brown strikes out the last 2 outs of the inning after giving up a double or a single and a double after getting the first out. So no runs on 2 hits for Oklahoma Wesleyan in the top of the second as we'll head to the bottom half. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
I came here to run cross country and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team. To be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Welcome back as Maddie Brown works out of a jam. It was really a one-out jam, and she had runners in scoring position on second and third. Comes back, strikes out the next 2 batters, the 8 and 9 hitters for Oklahoma Wesleyan, as the score remains tied at 0. Due up for Ottawa here in the bottom of the second will be Holland, Sarnecki, and Romero. And Salinas only needed 8 pitches to get through the bottom of the first inning, as Ottawa was quickly looking to jump on the fastball early on in the count. Leading off for the Braves will be Savannah Holland, the right fielder. This is only the 3rd game played for Holland in her first at-bat of the season. Holland, the right-handed hitter. And she's going to drive this one into the gap. And this one's going to get down for extra bases. Turns for second, looking up, and she is going to stay on second base. And that is about as good as you can do on your first at-bat of the season. Just like that, Ottawa with a leadoff double to start the bottom of the second inning. Holland, the senior from Anchorage, Alaska. And this one's going to be hit to left field, and it is going to get over the head. Is that one going to hit the base of the wall? Turning for home is going to be Holland, and she is going to score standing up. And a double from Sarnecki. And just like that, Ottawa takes the lead 1-0. So Holland with a leadoff double. Next pitch, Sarnecki drives it into left field as it went over the head of the left fielder, Hernandez. And that is going to be it for Salinas. And we are going to have a pitching change here in the bottom of the second inning. And we will take a quick break. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe today and never miss a score by reading the Ottawa Herald sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $24 plus tax, and that includes internet access. Call the Ottawa Herald at 242-4700, option 2.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
And a quick hook there from head coach Gabby Bogier, as she will bring in the freshman number 18, Anastasia Thornhill from Waddle, Arizona, and she will step in as she will face Alexa Romero, the third baseman, as Salinas is done for game one. First pitch to Romero in the dirt, as Sarnecki got about halfway between shortstop and third base between second base and third before she decided to go back. It's an active team on the base paths that we've seen throughout the year. Head coach Jay Kent not afraid to attack. And this one again in the dirt. Good block by the catcher Smith. The count goes to 2-0. Romero, 261 average, 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Two balls and no strikes. This one's going to hit Romero on the leg, and she will take her base. That one hit her, looked like at just above the ankle, and she's able to jog it off. So now runners on first and second, no outs in the bottom of the second inning. We'll see if there might be a sacrifice bunt here from the Lady Braves, as Nicole Pierrick, the designated player, steps to the plate. First pitch to Pierrick, breaking ball just outside for ball one. One 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike one, and the count goes even. Pierrick's going to hit this one foul down the third base line, as it was tailing foul as she jumped out in front of it. Nicole Pierrick, the junior from Farmington, Minnesota, and we're going to have time called as one of the foul balls. Excuse me, that actually came from the bullpen, the Oklahoma Wesleyan side. 1-2 count, and Pierrick fouls this one back. This is her first at-bat of the season. Only the second game she's played in this year. My apologies, this is her second at-bat as well, as she drew a walk in her first plate appearance. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pierrick. Runners on first and second for the Lady Braves. And that pitch is low for ball 2. Count evens at 2. Ottawa looking to extend the lead. They scored 1 here in the second. Still no out. 2-2 pitch. Pierrick fouls it right at head coach Jay Kent, and he feels it like a pro on 2 hops. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one's going to be roped down the line, foul, as Pierrick went down to get it. That one was way out of the strike zone, but did a good job of making contact. Two balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch. And this one's going to be popped up right to the pitcher, as making that catch will be Thornhill for out number 2. That brings up the left-handed hitter, Tommy Lynn Hickman. That was the first out. Hickman lays down a great bunt, but they're going to say it hit the base of her bat. So Hickman is out because the ball hit her bat a second time. And that is 2 outs, and that is a big out for Oklahoma Wesleyan, as Hickman looked like she had laid down a good bunt, but it did catch the bottom part of the handle for out number 2. I think head coach Jay Kant's question is was it fair, or was it still in the box? And now the umpires are going to talk about it near the pitcher's mound. We will give you the statistics on Thornhill coming into this game. 4.20 ERA. This is her 3rd appearance of the season. 5 innings pitched, giving up 8 hits, 3 earned runs, no strikeouts this year. And Tommy Lynn Hickman is out at first base, so Ottawa will, unfortunately, unable to move the runners. As Ottawa will turn it back to the top of the lineup here with Corey Lacey. Still runners at first and second, 2 out. Lacey grounded to second in the first inning and takes a fastball outside for ball 1. Really a tough break for Hickman, who had laid down a perfect bunt. And unfortunately, just where she laid the bat, it just kind of dribbled back to her. And a fastball down the middle for strike 1 as Lacey was taking the whole way. Count evens at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lacey. Takes the fastball outside for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. Pitch from Thornhill is going to be, look like it might bloop in the left field, and making the catch, diving is Hernandez for the 3rd out. Oklahoma Wesleyan able to work out of a big jam. Ottawa had runners on first and second and no outs. Unable to come away with anything besides that first run, but they do lead 1-0. We head to the top of the 3rd. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission is your place for activities and other programs designed to keep the members of our community active and healthy. Visit us at the GOT building or online at orcottawas.org to see recreation options for all ages. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bring recreation to life.
Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe today and never miss a score by reading the Ottawa Herald sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $24 plus tax, and that includes internet access. Call the Ottawa Herald at 242-4700, option 2.
Ottawa able to start off the bottom half of the second inning with back-to-back doubles from Holland and then followed by Sarnecki to give Ottawa a 1-0 lead over Oklahoma Wesleyan. And then Ottawa actually got runners to first and second with no outs, but couldn't add any additional runs in the inning. So the score is at 1, and that was a big move there by head coach Gabby McGeer to make the pitching change. And she goes to Thornhill, and she gets all 3 batters out that she faces in the inning. This will be the start of the Oklahoma Wesleyan lineup here in the top of the 3rd. And this one's going to be driven to center field. Looks like has a beat on it is Bates. She'll make the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch and 1 out here for Brown. She starts her 3rd inning of work. She's thrown 37 pitches. As she faced Clinton, she got out number 1, along with Cardenas and Caps. Sophia Cardenas, the center fielder. Pitch from Brown, fouled to the left side, heading towards the baseball field for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Oh, 1 pitch coming from Brown. Rise ball high for ball 1. A little different than what Braves fans saw a year ago with Rebecca Clinton on the plate. Just pure power from her, looking to overpower batters. Brown does a good job of mixing up her pitches, has 3 or 4 different types of pitches she'll use. Trying to fool batters. This one's going to be hit right at the second baseman. Carney, who comes up with it, gets it over to Sarnecki for out number 2. Brown really has the Oklahoma Wesleyan batter swinging over the top of it right now. And that's what you got to do with the wind blowing out to left center, almost now directly towards the foul line. Stadium really known for, when you get it up in the air, there's a good chance of getting out of the ballpark. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. First pitch fouled straight back by Caps, the designated player, excuse me. Caps, one of the best pitchers in the KCAC a year ago, and suffered an injury, and really has not been able to pitch much this season. It's a real shame because her and Clinton had some great matchups a year ago. No ball, 1 strike to Caps. Rise ball high for ball 1. Caps walked in her first plate appearance back in the first inning. 1-1 pitch. Inside for ball 2. Caps the senior from Fort Worth, Texas. Count at 2-1. Brown's pitch is going to be hit right at the third baseman. Romero comes up with it on one hop, but goes right by Sarnecki and into the outfield as Caps is going to turn for second. And that will be an error on Romero, her second of the game. And I think Romero might have just been caught a little off guard. That ball was hit so sharply, and she made such a good play to keep it in front of her that she rushed it. And Sarnecki unable to make a play at first base. And a runner in scoring position here for the Lady Eagles with 2 outs. And Brown really has to shake it off. So I'm sure she expected Romero to make that play at third. Pitch inside for ball 1. She now faces Thornhill. And with that pitching change, Selena's bat is taken out of the lineup. 1-0 pitch, driven up the center, making the catch. In the pitching circle is Brown for out number 3, as that one looked like it was heading to center field, but a good catch on the fly there by Brown for out number 3. So no runs on no hits for Oklahoma Wesleyan in the top of the third. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Welcome back as, again, Maddie Brown works through a quick top of the third inning. And the Lady Braves still lead 1-0. We'll start the second inning of action for Thornhill, who got put in a tough situation in the bottom half of the second inning, but worked right through it. Got all 3 outs for Oklahoma Wesleyan in the second inning. And so far, Ottawa given up 1 hit and has 2 errors. Oklahoma Wesleyan has given up 4 hits and no errors so far. Ottawa's left 3 on base, Oklahoma Wesleyan with 4. Due up for the Braves in the bottom of the third inning will be Bates, Carney, and Cott-Lori. So hitters 2, 3, and 4 for Ottawa. Bates tripled to right field in the first inning and was thrown out at the plate, trying to stretch it to an inside the park home run. And she'll be the first batter Thornhill faces, and Thornhill starts her out with a changeup right down the middle. First strike 1. 0-1 pitch. Just outside and a little low for ball 1. Count evens at 1-1. Ottawa leading 1-0 over Oklahoma Wesleyan. 1-1 pitch from Thornhill in the dirt for ball 2. And Ottawa was just a plethora of lefties. And it's just so dangerous when you can get some big bats from that left side. You have Lacey, the slap hitter, and then you also have in that 9 spot, Tommy Lynn Hickman, who could be a slap hitter or also a power hitter. Then you add Bates as well. It's a dangerous ball club, 1 through 9. As pitch is low for ball 3, 3-1. And a rise ball high, and they will walk Bates on 5 pitches. So she gets on the base paths, I guess you could really say for the first time, but her first at bat did count as a hit, but was thrown out trying to stretch it. That brings up the 3-hitter, Allison Carney. First pitch to her is going to be driven to third base. It clips off the glove of Langley, but it is a single. Everyone moves up a base, and Ottawa runners at first and second. That is the second hit for Langley. Or excuse me, second hit for Carney. And that brings up the cleanup hitter, Elena Cott-Lori. Ottawa runners at first and second. No outs here in the bottom of the third. Same situation for Ottawa in the last inning. They only managed one run. This one's hit deep to center. And looks like having a read on it is going to be the center fielder, Cardenas. And they will throw it to third base, but both runners tag up for Ottawa and will move up a base. So a sac fly there for Elena Cott-Lori. It might have got under it just a little bit as it was driven to the warning track, but Cardenas read it the whole way. So Ottawa one out here in the bottom of the third, runners at second and third. We'll bring up Savannah Holland, the right fielder. Doubled the right center in the second inning. And she fouls this one back to the screen. Count at 0-1. Holland asks for time, now gets back into the box. 0-1 pitch. She swings over the top of it for strike two. And she is behind at 0-2. Thornhill set 0-2 pitch on the way is high, and taking that time was Holland for ball one. One-two pitch. This one's hit towards first. It's going to ricochet off the first baseman McDonald. That's going to score one. Ottawa trying to score two, and they will. And heads up base running there by Carney as she took a big turn at third base. And Ottawa leads 3-0. And a couple RBIs for Holland. So she now has a single and a double. As Jordan Sarnecki, the first baseman, comes to the plate. Sarnecki already with one RBI in her first plate appearance. Still just one out in the inning. Rise ball high for ball one, and the count evens at 1-1. One out here in the bottom of the third. Ottawa leading 3-0. 1-1 pitch. Be roped over the head of the shortstop, Stone. And taking second will be Holland. So again, Ottawa runners at first and second and one out. Chance for Alexa Romero to redeem herself for those two errors. Not something we see out of Romero often, as she makes some fantastic plays at third base for this Ottawa team. And even with the errors, she prevented what could have been a double and potentially a triple. So even though she had those errors, didn't cost the Lady Braves. Chance to break this one open. She hits this one over the third baseman's glove, and it goes into left field, and staying at third base is going to be Holland, so the bases are loaded with one out. And Ottawa's going to have a pinch hitter here. And it's going to be Sierra Retley. The .255 hitter. Go home runs, 3 RBIs.
8 spots, 15 for 17.
Thank you. So they will bring Retley in for Pierrick as the designated player. In a big spot here for Retley. Bases loaded, one out. In the bottom of the third, Ottawa already leading 3-0. Looking to extend the lead here. First pitch from Thornhill on the outside corner for strike one. And play will stop again as another ball comes flying in. And that will stop play. Maybe get a chance for Retley to dig in here. 0-1 count. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball outside, and the count evens at 1-1. Infielders playing in right now for Oklahoma Wesleyan. as I'm sure they will be coming home with it if it's on the ground. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch from Thornhill in the dirt, and it's actually going to go past the catcher. I don't know if it actually hit Retley. They're going to say it did hit Retley. So she will take first, and instead of a stolen base, everyone just moves up 1, and Ottawa puts their 3rd run of the inning on the board. And it must have caught Retley on the shoe. As the Lady Braves lead 4-0. Really trying to extend this lead here with 1 out. Tommy Lynn Hickman, who tried to get a sacrifice bunt in the last inning, was called out after it hit her bat a second time. She's going to pop this one straight up into the air near third base, and Hernandez makes the catch. Might probably make that Langley makes the catch for the 2nd out. So we'll take us back to the top of the lineup with Corey Lacey. No balls and no strikes here as Lacey digs in. She'll face Thornhill. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Rise ball is high for ball 1. Romero really trying to bait Smith into trying to pick her off at second. Fastball again high for ball 2. As Romero taking it hugely, but no one is holding her on there at second, so she can basically do whatever she wants there. 2 balls and no strikes. Definitely a hitter's count here for Lacey. Fastball down the middle for strike 1. Count goes to 2-1. Two-one pitch. Lacey's going to foul this one back. Just got in front of the breaking ball. The count evens at 2-2. So Thornhill has worked back from a 2-0 count to get it even at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Lacey's going to hit it to the shortstop. Rick stays off the shortstop, hits her chest. Ottawa's going to score 1 more. As that's 4 runs in the inning, as it was hit at the shortstop stone and just kind of unable to come up with it cleanly. Because it really wasn't a hard hit ball there from Lacey. And time will be called as there will be a trip to the mound here from head coach Gabby Begier. And we'll see if they keep Thornhill on the mound here, or if that will be it for her. Big opportunity here for Sammy Bates to break it open with 1 swing of the bat. And that will be the first mound visit for Thornhill. Bates tripled in the first and walked here in the third. So Ottawa has batted around in the inning. Leading 5-0, scored 4 runs here in the third. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third inning. First pitch, down the middle for strike 1. Bates was definitely taking there. Oh, 1 pitch. And Bates fouls it back, and she's behind in the count at 0-2. Now has to protect the plate here behind at 0-2. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, Ottawa leading 5-0. 0-2 pitch, outside with the fastball for ball 1. Thornhill steps behind the plate, now gets back on it. 1-2 pitch. It's going to be hit, and making an easy play there at third base is Langley to get out of the inning, but Ottawa scores 4 runs and leads 5-0 as we go to the top of the 4th. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Our staff knows the importance of working as a team to take care of you in your time of need. We want to show the youth in our communities that we support their teamwork as well by sponsoring this broadcast. I invite you to visit lamb-roberts.com.
Kramer Pharmacy, your local hometown pharmacy at 134 North Main, encourages you during the Legacy Square construction to use their free citywide at-home delivery. Call Kramer Pharmacy 242-2055 and visit KramerRx.com and download their free mobile app.
Lady Braves score 4 in the bottom of the third inning, and they take a 5-0 lead into the top of the fourth. As Brown will face Smith, Stone, and McDonald for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Ottawa trying to keep pace in the KCAC. They sit at 6-2 in sole possession of second place. With Avila at 10-0 currently. As they sit at 16-10 overall. Ottawa 14-12. Behind Ottawa, it's St. Mary at 8-4. McPherson at 5-3. Smith popped to second in the second inning. The wind again dying down just a little bit. When the game started, it was gusting at around 15 miles an hour. Has to be under 10 at this point. And a sharp hit line drive foul on the first pitch there by Smith. She was looking fastball the whole way. So a long strike. As Brown cleans off the pitcher's plate. 0-1 pitch. Rise ball high for ball one. Again, Brown will step back around the pitcher's circle, gets comfortable, and then gets back in. 1-1 pitch in the dirt as it goes by Cott-Lorry. The count goes to 2-1. Smith, the catcher, 204 average. 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Two-one pitch from Brown. Just a little inside. Thought it might have caught a little bit of the plate there. Now behind in the count at 3-1 is Maddie Brown. And she held the finish there. Cott-Lorry also tried to frame it. Does not get the benefit there. 3-1 pitch from Brown. And Smith swings at a ball that was high. Would have been ball 4, but instead it's popped foul. The count goes full at 3-2. No outs here in the top of the fourth. Ottawa leading 5-0 over Oklahoma Wesleyan. Three-two pitch coming from Brown. This one's popped straight up. Cott-Lorry's going to make a play at it at the plate for out number 1. Brings up the shortstop, Ashley Stone. One out here in the top of the fourth. First pitch from Brown to Stone. Fastball low for ball 1. Stone reached base on an error back in the second inning after that sharp ground ball to Romero. Another one in the dirt for ball 2. And Cott-Lorry's going to come talk to Brown. It seems like she's aiming it a little bit more here in this inning. Brown, the junior from Mount Vernon, Missouri, transferred from Crowder Community College. The senior catcher goes and talks to her junior pitcher. As she is behind at 2-0 to Ashley Stone. 2-0 pitch in there for strike one with the fastball. Count goes to 2-1. This is game one of a doubleheader today. Game two will start 25 minutes or so after the conclusion of game one. 2 balls and a strike, and this one's going to be hit just foul down the third base line, and we're even at 2-2. Stone again, another sharp hit line drive that may be a foot outside the bag. 2-2 pitch to Stone. And she's going to get Stone looking with a fastball that caught Lori framed right on the outside part of the plate. And a strikeout there for Brown. That'll be her third of the game. Brown pitched 3 2/3, giving up 1 hit, 1 walk, has 3 strikeouts and 58 pitches. And Savannah McDonald, or I probably make that Emily McDonald the first baseman, who doubled the left field in the second inning, which put runners on second and third before Brown struck out the next 2 batters to end that second inning. Popped up. Romero might have a play on it in foul territory. Instead, she's called off by the shortstop, Hickman, for out number 3. And that'll do it for Oklahoma Wesleyan. No runs on no hits. Ottawa leads 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
It doesn't matter if you're in the game or just working around the house. Injuries can happen, but not all of them require a trip to the ER. Ransom Memorial Health's Express Care Clinic can help. They're now open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Ransom Memorial Health, providing you with remarkable care. Visit ransom.org.
Lady Braves with a 5-0 lead and batting here in the bottom of the 4th. The Kearney, Cott, Lori, and Holland as Ottawa batted around in the bottom of the 3rd. And Maddie Brown has put on a performance so far for Ottawa from the pitcher's plate. 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. And Thornhill starting her 3rd inning of work after she came in 2 batters into the 2nd inning as Salinas was pulled. Kearney singled to right in the 1st inning, singled to left in the 3rd. First pitch coming here from Thornhill. Outside for ball 1. Trying to start her off with something a little off speed. One 1-0 pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Both base hits for Kearney were hit sharply in those first 2 at-bats, and she'll take a breaking ball outside for ball 3. Three-0 count. Pitch from Thornhill. Up high for ball 4, and she has walked on 4 pitches. And Kearney takes her base. Elena Cott-Lori to the plate for Ottawa in that 4 spot. Hit one to deep center field, got to the warning track before it was caught by the center fielder Cardenas, and she'll take a fastball for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 pitch, high, and hit just into the outfield. Making the catch is the shortstop, Stone, for out number 1. Cottlori just got a little bit in front of that one, fooled by the breaking pitch. And she is now 0 for 3. Savannah Holland, though, 2 for 2 today. Scored 2 runs and has 2 RBIs. Fastball outside for ball 1. This is only Holland's 3rd plate appearance of the season. One-oh pitch in the dirt, goes over the head of the catcher, and taking second easily is going to be Carney. So now Ottawa gets a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 4th inning, leading 5-0 and 1 out. Two-oh pitch. Holland's going to weakly hit this one to short. Stone makes the catch for out number 2. Thornhill working in a changeup now. That has caught both Cottlori and Holland out in front of it. And has gotten 2 weak pop-ups on back-to-back batters. Jordan Sarnecki looking to drive in. Carney standing on second. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Thornhill peers in. 1-0 pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Two-0 pitch. Breaking ball outside for ball 3. And there is an open base here. I don't expect Thornhill to really try and attack Sarnecki. But we will see if she'll step out of the box, gets her sign from head coach Jay Kent down that third base line. 3-0 pitch, low for ball 4. Sarnecki walked on 4 pitches. That brings up Alexa Romero. Romero looking for her first hit of the afternoon. Ottawa leading 5-0. Runners on first and second. She takes the changeup down the middle for strike 1. Romero hit by a pitch in the second, reach based on an error. And she's going to get a base hit, and this one's hit up the middle. What a play at second. And they're going to say she is safe at second as the second baseman, Clinton, laid out for it, got the ball on a hop, flipped it to second, almost got the out, and saved a run for Oklahoma Wesleyan. As that one looked like it was a seeing eye ground ball heading to center field. Instead, Clinton saves a run. The bases are loaded here with 2 outs. And Romero gets her first hit of the afternoon. Bases loaded and 2 outs for the Lady Braves. As it brings up Sierra Retley. Retley gets hit on the elbow. And that will bring in a run for Ottawa as they lead 6-0. That brings in Tommy Lynn Hickman. So 1 pitch to Retley at Karams off that elbow. Says she's okay, gives a thumbs up to her bench. Retley hits this one deep to right field. This is going to clear the bases. 1 hop off the fence. 1 run scores. 2 run scores. They will send home the third. Digging for third is Hickman. And that clears the bases for Ottawa as Hickman gets a triple. As she jumped all over that first pitch changeup. And Ottawa breaks it open as they lead 9-0. Now Corey Lacey will bat with a runner on third. but a bases-clearing triple for Tommy Lynn Hickman. And that is one of the dangers of this Ottawa lineup. As they turn around to the top here, Hickman, a power hitter for Ottawa in that 9 spot, and then you have to face Corey Lacey right after that, who grounded to second in the first inning, lined to left in the second, and reached base on an error in the third. And she'll take a fastball for strike one. 0-1 pitch on the way. Lacey hits this one up the middle, and that will score Hickman from third with a single. And Ottawa leads 10-0 here in the 4th inning. And we are going to have another pitching change here for Oklahoma Wesleyan, and we will take a break as Ottawa leads 10-0 here in the 4th inning. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team. To be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Pitcher coming in here for Oklahoma Wesleyan is number 13, Ashley Capps. Talked about her in the pregame, a pitcher who was dominant for Oklahoma Wesleyan a year ago, has had an injury and really hasn't been healthy all year. She has a 5.25 ERA, no wins and 1 loss. It's just her 3rd appearance, 2 innings pitched, has 2 strikeouts. But one of the best arms in this conference a year ago.
Okay. We'll do the easy one first. Okay, 54 for 18.
Okay, so we will have a sub here. So coming in, Alexis Ramirez will be coming in as the hitter.
DC is going to go into the flex. She's going to pitch. 54 is going to left field.
So Ashley Capps to the mound. And that will send Ramirez out to left field for Oklahoma Wesleyan as we get the call there from the umpire. Usually he goes and talks to Katie Tooley, the sports information director for Ottawa. Today he's decided he's going to come talk to us. So got to hear little sounds of the game from Blue. Caps will come in with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Ottawa's already scored 5 in the inning. Lacey will stand on first base after she got the RBI single to bring in Hickman from third. And Sammy Bates tripled to right in the first, walked in the third, and popped to third in the 3rd inning. First pitch from Caps, fastball in there for strike 1. And Caps with a lot of power on the mound. 0-1 pitch up high for ball 1. The count evens at 1-1. And another lefty for Oklahoma Wesleyan to deal with. 1-1 pitch. Foul back to the screen as Bates a little behind that one, but Ottawa's lineup has not seen velocity like this from the other 2 pitchers that they have seen today. They're really going to have to adjust, start that swing a little earlier. 1-2 pitch from Caps, breaking ball a little high, but she uses that breaking ball as we saw last year in the KCAC tournament out in Great Bend, Kansas. Will be again this year. Hopefully a little better weather as the first 2 days got rained out in Great Bend, but some good softball action and baseball action as well. As the Braves baseball team made it to the conference tournament last year for the first time since 2012, as Bates fouls this one towards the Ottawa dugout, and the count remains at 2-2 as she stays alive. We will have some Braves baseball action for you on Tuesday. The Braves will host a non-conference matchup against Baker here in Ottawa. It'll be a 9-inning game as a breaking ball in the dirt this time. They'll try and pick off Lacey at first base, and she'll stay there as the count's even at full at 3-2. one is a 4 p.m. first pitch. That'll be joined by Matt Kincaid. Full count pitch, and hitting up the middle goes off the glove of Katz. Quickly picked up by Stone, and she'll throw out Bates at first for the third out. But Ottawa scores 5 runs in the inning, and they lead 10-0 over Oklahoma Wesleyan. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Have you ever walked into a business and been treated so well by the people that work there, you can tell they were meant to do what they do? That's what you feel when you walk into Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa. For more than 50 years, you've been treated with personal service and attention while being shown the best in high-quality jewelry and accessories. If you want to drive out of town, be treated like a number so an associate can make a commission, and walk out with jewelry like everybody else, go right ahead. But for a unique jewelry buying experience, walk into Sutton's Jewelry at 213 South Main in downtown Ottawa. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5:30, Saturdays 10 to 2.
Ottawa leads 10-0 as we head to the top of the 5th. As Maddie Brown has worked through 4 innings, giving up 1 hit, 1 walk, struck out 3 on 60 pitches. And she will face hitters 8, 9, and 1 of Langley, Balcom, and Clinton. And I believe it'll be run roll after 5 if Ottawa can get through this inning unscathed to put it away. So starting it off will be Peyton Langley, struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Great crowd on hand here. Bleachers are full, then you have individuals sitting in the chairs. Good away crowd from Oklahoma Wesleyan on senior day here. Have fans out in left and right field. And a first pitch fastball near the belt for strike 1. A lot going on around Ottawa today. You have tennis just up the hill to our left. Have lacrosse going on at Peoples Bank Field. My apologies, just Braves Field now. Fastball a little low. The count goes even at 1-1. Do our best to keep you updated on results from around Ottawa University Athletics today. 1-1 pitch. Fouled over the Ottawa dugout for strike 2. Well, the Ottawa University Braves baseball and softball have really had to work around the inclement weather over the last few weeks. First true home series for Ottawa. Did get a chance to play Bethany earlier this week. But this is the first weekend series for Ottawa all year. This one's looped to right field. Coming in hard is Holland for the catch. As Carney was sprinting out there, thought she had a beat on it. Holland calls her off for the catch. Route number 1 here in the top of the 5th. Talking to head coach Jay Can about the field conditions, says the infield is in great shape. The outfield's taking a little bit longer to come back than he would like, but overall looks nice and green and lush. Has a couple spots down the right field line, but with the amount of rain, you have to expect that. Rise ball is high for ball 1 as she faces Emily Balcom, the right fielder. Struck out swinging in the 2nd. That's really the biggest threat for Oklahoma Wesleyan so far was that 2nd inning. Had runners on 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. But Brown able to strike out 2 to get out of that inning. She will hum 1 in there for strike 1 with the fastball. The count evens at 1-1. One pitch, and Balcom couldn't decide she was going to swing. Kind of went through the zone late for strike 2. One-two pitch to Balcom, and she'll strike out looking, as that is the 4th strikeout of the afternoon for Brown. And that is 2 outs for the Lady Braves. That brings us back to the top of the lineup with Kaylee Clinton. And she takes this one in the dirt for ball 1. Clinton, the second baseman. Waits for Brown to get set. 1-0 pitch. This one's roped down the third baseline. Lacey running hard, but this one's going to go all the way to the fence. And easily getting a double is going to be Clinton for the Lady Eagles. And all over that one was Kaylee Clinton. Not a whole lot Lacey could do. Kind of overran it as it ended up going over her head. But does hold Clinton to just a double. Oklahoma Wesleyan looking for a 2-out rally here as Sophia Cardenas comes to the plate. Fastball outside, or excuse me, inside for ball one. Brown trying to work a little bit of a slider that time. Cardenas grounded to second in the first and also grounded to second in the third. She's going to hit this one. It goes off the glove, and this is going to score Oklahoma Wesleyan's first run of the afternoon. There is a throw to the plate, but Clinton with too much speed. Tough break for Ottawa as Carney laid out for it at second base, clipped off her glove, and into center field. Oklahoma Wesleyan on the board here in the fifth inning after a single from Cardenas. Ottawa leading 10-1. Pitcher Ashley Capps comes to the plate. First plate appearance for her. Fastball low. My apologies, this is actually Capps' third plate appearance. She just moves to a different spot in the lineup. Fastball a little high for ball two. And there will be time called here as they're going to come talk with Brown. Quick mound visit here from assistant coach Sabrina Aguiano. As Brown has given up a couple hard-hit balls here in the inning and now has to face Capps. Ottawa leads 10-1. Other games from around the KCAC today: McPherson hosting Bethel, Avila hosting Bethany. St. Mary hosts Friends. All those games will have doubleheaders today. Have to be careful here with Ashley Capps. Two-0 pitch, pops straight up in the air, has a making the catch around second base is going to be Hickman for out number 3. So the mound visit from assistant coach Sabrina Aguiano. And Ottawa leading 10-1. And that will do it as it is 8 runs after 5. And Ottawa wins game 1 10-1 here over Oklahoma Wesleyan. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap up game 1. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball. You're on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Dad, throw me the ball. No, throw it to me.
Okay, here it comes.
Uh-oh. Dad, will that stain come out of the couch?
Kids, there's only one man that can take care of that stain. Super Stan.
You better call him before Mom gets home.
Already on it.
Playing outdoor games indoors? Not a good idea. But Super Stan's cleaning service can save the day. With hot water extraction to steam clean your carpet, upholstery, even grout and tile. It is a good idea to let Super Stan be your cleaning man. Call 785-418-2463.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. Pre-arrangements make the difference of a family that is stressed and a family that is free to grieve, to celebrate a life. Consider making your pre-arrangements to lift the burden.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
Save time and hassle later by checking your vehicle now to be sure all of your lights and signals are in working order, adjust mirrors, and check your tire pressure. This reminder from CarStar Ottawa. Call 242-8916. CarStar. Relax. We'll take it from here.
For residential construction or business construction, your only choice should be C.S. Cunningham. C.S. Cunningham is one of the few licensed and insured contractors that specializes in concrete construction. Sure, you can get a couple of Deeks or Bubbas to pour your driveway, but what happens when your daughter's new boyfriend parks his 10-ton monster truck on it and it cracks like ice cubes in a glass of hot tea? Driveways to foundation repair, steel buildings to pole barns, and everything in between. It's C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
Welcome back as Ottawa run rules Oklahoma Wesleyan in 5 innings as they get the victory 10-1 here in Game 1 over Oklahoma Wesleyan. Looking at the stats, Ottawa scored 1 run in the second, 4 in the third, 5 in the fourth. Oklahoma Wesleyan does score 1 in the top of the 5th inning as Ottawa gets the victory 10-1, thank you, over Oklahoma Wesleyan. We'll take one more break. When we come back, we will wrap it up. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
I came here to run cross country and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team. To be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. The Army National Guard responds to disasters such as wildfires and floods. They protect us with missile defense, cybersecurity, and civilian support teams for chemical, biological, and radiological hazards. Be there for your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Welcome back as Maddie Brown gets the win for Ottawa. She goes 5 innings, gives up 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Total of 75 pitches. The loss will be charged to Salinas as she pitched 1 inning, gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, and just threw 10 total pitches on the afternoon. And be interested to see if Salinas pitches here in Game 2 as Thornhill goes 2 2/3 at 4 hits, 6 earned runs, had 62 pitches. Ashley Capps just 7 total pitches, so we could definitely see her here in Game 2. We're going to wrap things up here in Game 1 in about 30 minutes. We'll have the start of Game 2 because they will be doing the senior festivities. After the Game 2 action, we will have an interview with head coach Jay Kant, and we want to stick around for that one as Ottawa wins Game 1 10-1. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.